Hi, I'm Nanci, this is lead generation. I'm not saying that your customers are ducklings or kids, but that's exactly what you want to do. You want to be that interesting that pretty much everyone will follow you to see what happens next. A duck with ducklings in the parking lot, that's a story. That's weird. And everyone is concerned about that story. Everyone wants to see what happens next. No one knows where this duck and ducklings came from, but they would like to know. The first thing you think when you see something in a place where it's not supposed to be is, where did it come from? So that's the same thing that the duck and the ducklings are making everyone think. Where the hell did it come from? People want to know the beginning of the story and also the end. That's exactly what you want to be. You want to be something that interesting that everyone must follow you. Not only those who have to follow you, those who already are your customers, but also others. I mean, I'm not sure that those kids will be ducklings at some point in their life, but they are following the duck. They are interested. The duck, without knowing, made people interested. That's the exact same thing that your business is supposed to do. This is lead generation. You want people to follow you because you're interesting. The more eyeballs, the more chances. So you want a lot of people to get interested in you, and maybe someone will stay with you forever, maybe. Would be awesome, but we die at some point. Forever thing is not an option. So forget about this forever thing. A lot of things can happen just because they are following the duck and the ducklings. They could find a new interest, they could find people, they could find a lot of stuff, a lot of things might happen. And for the duck and the ducklings, they can't possibly foresee this. I mean, that's gonna be pretty random. Instead, as a human, you can prepare something. I mean, you're gonna make everyone follow you, you're gonna generate leads and make everyone follow you to the place you want to take them. And that's gonna be probably your website or your local business. The important part is that they follow you, you can take them somewhere and show them the future life they can have. Don't even try to start talking about your product or service because no one gives a damn about it. Your lead generation must be useful to bring people to the place where you're gonna show them the better life they're gonna have with your product or service. Start talking about the better future they're gonna have with you, with your brand, with your business, and start telling stories. You do not wanna start a fight with pricing, because just keep in mind that people is always searching for a reason to not buy. That's a survival thing. We can't get rid of it. They will try to resist to what you're trying to sell, and the price cannot win that battle. Only an insanely good storytelling can do that. Only an insanely good future with your brand can convince them to buy from you. Show them that you're gonna solve their problem, you're gonna make their future better. Yeah, your product or service will make their future better. That's it. Lead generation is just to have a lot of eyeballs. You cannot just lead a lot of people at your place and then stay there just like this. No, you want to tell them why they should stay. You want them to stay. After lead generation, you have to nurture your leads. You have to keep them there. You want them to see everything you have to offer, but you have to introduce the things that you want to offer with stories. As usual, give them a good reason to stay, to check out your stuff, and maybe buy. And the way you want to be as interesting as a duck with ducklings in a parking lot is lead magnet. With a lead magnet, you can tell people, if you come here, I've got this insanely good offer for you. It's like 50% off, an insanely interesting newsletter, free guide, a free something. I don't know. That's your business. You come up with that. And so people will come to you. But you have to show yourself first and be that interesting that no one can actually turn their head around and don't care. That's lead generation. You're gonna generate lead. You're gonna make people follow you because you are insanely interesting. That's it. That's lead generation. So build lead magnets, make people get interested in what you have to say. Do not try to force them to pay you to give you money before even knowing who you are. So prepare your lead magnet and send it out to the world. You can consider the ducklings as the lead magnet because maybe the kids wouldn't have followed the duck if the ducklings were not there. By the way, you want to be that interesting with something that people cannot ignore. And that's it, that's lead generation. Everything in marketing can be associated with something else happening in the world, as interesting as a duck with ducklings in a parking lot. And that's lead generation. So right now I'm leading you to like the video, subscribe to my channel for more tips, and let's make everyone love your business as much as you do. Thanks for watching and see you next time with a new quick online marketing tip and a new downloadable freebie.